you go. Okay, it is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. We will call the Board of Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Weigel.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Daniel.
Here. In front of you are the minutes from our last meeting on December 28th. Since the two of you were not on Board of Works at that time, I will make a motion to approve. There's no second, so all those in favor, that's me. Two of you abstain. So those minutes are passed. That was with counsel from our city attorney on how to process through that. So next up is the temporary sanitary sewer easement for 100 South. Chip, I believe that's you.
Yes, this is for Gooden and Miller. We just need the approval. It went through the county RDC this morning, so everything's been paid, but I just kind of wanted to run it past you guys since it was our easement.
So are you're looking for our approval of these
Yes.
easements? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to just quickly do a brief overview of the project?
Of the whole project?
Since these two are new to the Board of Works.
Okay, so what we, the County Redevelopment Commission helped assist purchase a building and put a building up out on 100 South by sale right. And so there was all the sewer lines coming that area were at capacity. So what we did is we hired an engineer and we're going east on 100 South down to 300 and then going south from there. So API is the contractor, and we're doing it in partnership with RDC, so they're paying half, we're paying half, and over I don't know the terms of the contract, how long?
It's a 20-year agreement, so they will get paid. They get paid back. The term of the agreement is they'll get paid back as we get new sewer customers that come on and that usage goes up. So as the usage goes up, we basically take a percentage of that usage based on what kind of we don't really get profit from our sewer system, but the difference between what it cost us and what the actual rate is, that's kind of what we would put back toward our payment. And once 20 years hits, then we'll have to pay the totality of whatever's left. We had anticipated originally that this was going to be a $2 million project.
Yes.
And ended up coming in significantly less than that. Was it even 1 million? I forget.
We're right now we're at 1 million.
Okay, so again, we're about 50% of what we anticipate the price would be. And again, also keep in mind, we're splitting half with them. So we're sort of on the hook for $5 million, let's say it that way, for a new sewer line that is, and new customers that is going to end up benefiting us too. So it's a good deal, it helps them, because we don't really have the capital to finance a $2 million project at that time when we were talking about it. And gives us a new sewer line with new customers, so it actually it's a win-win.
And we're doing some dancing because county wanted right of way instead of just easement for the sewer line. So I'm letting them acquire right of way. We just need temporary easement for some of the sewer lines, so that's what you're approving tonight is the temporary easement. And so
That's where I saw where those people that's going to be affecting is signing off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yep. So, any questions regarding the sanitary sewer easement? Hearing none, I'll make a motion that we approve the temporary sanitary sewer easement for Bradley Gooden and Kimberly Gooden.
I'll second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up, I'll make a motion that we approve the temporary sanitary sewer easement for Jennifer Shinneman, Aaron Miller, Jason Miller, Chad Miller, and Joe Miller and Joan Miller.
Second.
Motion second. Further discussion? All those in favor show the usual sign. It is unanimous. I think that's it, right?
yes,
Okay. Great. Thank you, Chip.
yes.
Appreciate your work on that project. Next up is the wastewater treatment restroom quotes. Mike?
you see in your package, you've got 2 quotes. Just a little background on this. We talked about this project during retreat last year. Our office building was actually built 89 and 90. It had improvements. Superintendent's office, O&M office, and a locker room in 2007. Nothing was done to the restroom facilities themselves. There's 7 people in the building, and the men's room has 1 toilet, 1 urinal. So, what this is going to do is it's going to make improvements there, updates to new fixtures, touchless, 2 toilets, and things like that. Just an upgrade to make it more feasible for the amount of people that we have, and then also do some updates to the women's restroom also. The same, but not as extensive. I shouldn't say we, on my staff, they contacted 7 different companies. 2 of them never got back with us. 1 of them declined to bid. 4 of them showed up on site, and we ended up with 2 bids. Well, that was it. So I'm assuming the other ones did not want to quote the project. At the beginning of the year, I had him call these 2 companies back and have them update this, so this is an updated quotes on this project. And then also, the one company, Wake Contracting, theirs is the same, they just updated pricing, but they went through, they're the most responsive. I mean, I wanted an itemized quote, and they give us exactly what I asked for. The other company, they went back and they itemized it, but you know, their itemization under plumbing is $13,000. Well, what am I getting for $13,000? After asking twice. They are the low bidder, $53,700. And Wake is $50,614.10, but they are the most responsive. So my recommendation is to go with Wake Contracting. And if you have any questions or want more information, let me know.
I was gonna say, and the rationale behind that is that it's much more transparent as to what we're paying for. We kind of can.
Unless you want me to go back to this company a 3rd time and ask them.
Yeah, but
I
you
typically don't like to
gave,
go 3 times if I ask for something, so.
but you gave them a chance to respond,
Correct.
to be more thorough in their response, if you will.
Yes. And like I said, we only have 2 quotes here instead of 3, as they're supposed to.
But you
we
solicited.
started with 7.
Yeah, you solicited 7, so
Yes.
it's okay. Questions of Mike? Preferences, thoughts?
No, I agree with that. More itemized listing of what we're getting versus a guess. I'd rather see if it's broken out like it is.
I agree.
I mean, I think ultimately we can, with the list that we have, we can go back and say, okay, this didn't happen the way that you had said it would, things like that, whereas more of a broader, you know, it's kind of whatever they think, so. Well, then I'll make a motion that we award the bid to Wake Contracting in a project cost total of $57,614.10 as presented.
I'll second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show with the usual sign. It is unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next up, we have bills. Lisa.
Okay, I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $1,172,806.22 from the allowance of accounts payable vouchers dated 1/9/24 for checks.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show with the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $485,820 from the accounts payable vouchers dated 1/9/24 for EFT payments.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show with the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I'll make a motion to pay all pay types except overtime in the amount of $258,111.09 plus overtime in the amount of $6,776.82 for a total of $264,887.91 for the pay file ending December 29th, 2023.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show with the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $194,000 for the pay file dated 1/1/2024 for HSA.
Motion seconded, further discussion? All in favor, show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
And I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $72,750 dated 1/5/2024 for performance bonuses.
Motion seconded, further discussion? All in favor, show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Wonderful. Go to department head reports. Chip?
We're meeting soon to have a pre-bid meeting for Eagle Park. Met last week with ERI for Blue River Trail. We're moving on that. Westgate is out for bid. So everything's moving very fast. Very busy season.
Great. Questions of Chip? Thank you. Terry?
The fiber was, we got our fiber in to get our fiber network fixed out of Morrison's Park. We just have to come in and splice some new fiber in, so hopefully the weather's going to improve so we can get that done. The same people will be doing the termination of the fiber at the water department and also at Eagle Park office for the sign and the well. So that's all I got.
Questions of Terry? Thank you. Sean?
First things first, I take responsibility, but we asked for bids for a bucket truck back 1st of December. Those were due tonight. Rosie has those. I would like for her to open those. I requested three different quotes from Altech, utility truck equipment, and Terex. I did receive bids for both Altech and utility truck equipment.
And this is for what kind of truck again?
This is for our 47-foot service bucket truck. So it's the one we take on outages and it gets a lot of running.
Gotcha. It's for a bucket truck. Rosie, if you will please open the bids.
Okay, we have utility truck equipment. Bid is $262,346. And the second bid is from Altech. And the bid is for $297,335.
Okay, so we will take those bids under advisement. Sean will look through and make sure that they meet our specs. And then I'm assuming we would award at the next meeting, correct?
As long as we don't have any issues with the bid itself, yes, I'd like to move forward next meeting.
Okay, so we'll say tentatively awarding the bid at the next board work meeting. Anything else, Sean?
So we're still working out at Morses Road. It's about 90%, 95% after today complete. Actually, we've de-energized the overhead primary area, so any of these storms that have limbs or whatever shouldn't affect their power out there anymore, which is wonderful news for our guys. Obviously, we were busy getting Christmas decorations down. After the new year, we have a lot of services hooked up. We've just done a lot of kind of busy work this time of year. In the next couple of weeks, just my guys are going to be kind of on a standby mode. When it gets down to 4 degrees, we can't really do much with our bucket trucks. The hydraulic fluid will lock up on this thing. So yeah, we're staying pretty busy.
Questions of Sean? Thank you. Matt?
Short week, but the guys are finishing up the pavilion. It hasn't been painted or anything we look back about 13 years. They started fixing the old ticket booth, so we can put it down by the splash pad so we can hold the chemical better and the guys can maneuver things in and out easier. The ladies started selling father-daughter tickets as of the 3rd, and as of last Friday, we had sold 295, and we're well up over the 300 mark well, actually probably closer to 400 mark now.
Sorry about it. I posted on social media that we were over 300, and I didn't give the parks staff a notification I was going to post, and so they were a bit overwhelmed that afternoon, unexpectedly overwhelmed, so.
A lot of people took lunch that day.
Yeah, I bet so.
And then I went around with Tom to kind of show him some things that we need to make sure we get ready for summer, and some things we wanted to do at a couple of the other parks to help them along. And then we were just kind of getting ready for this nice long week that we have.
Questions of Matt? To be clear, you went with Tom Rensler, not Tom Wood, correct?
You said correct, so yes.
I'll go outside, yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
It's around a 32-degree mark now.
Kelly?
We had the jet machine and televising truck out last week doing some work on some sewer main areas. Was in last night at taking care of the roads. Got a call about 3 o'clock in the morning, and came in, and me and 4 other guys, and then it turned to rain, so it got pretty sloppy. We had some equipment issues, some hoses that had some issues with them, some electrical wiring, things like that. So we're trying to get that addressed and get ready for Friday.
This weekend, yep.
They're saying some significant snow possible, so we'll see.
Questions of Kelly? Thank you. Gary?
All right, mine's short and sweet for you. I did it just for you guys. Patrolling for Presidents was a big success. Give a lot of credit to Officer Thomas. He did a fantastic job with that. I can't ask for a better turnout, or better way it went, better not a turnout. You don't like a big turnout and something like that. It's glad we can help the kids, but it's unfortunate that there's that many that show up for that, so we need that assistance. We're doing a county-wide training at the high school this Sunday. Looking forward to that. We did it 2 weeks ago, I believe, at Cherubusco High School. We're doing it at Columbia City High School this Sunday and Whitco High School next Sunday. So getting everybody trained in a rescue task force if we have an incident out there. Dispatchers, we have several dispatchers signing up for trainings in-house and off-site. So I think they're excited about a lot of training this year, and other than that, things are going well day to day.
Questions of Gary? Thank you. Mike?
We've been out on 205 looking at starting that project, the water main. We can thank the fiber for all our problems out there. Seems like they can't go in a straight line or close to each other. It must be like a magnet. They pull apart. And then just getting ready for the snow and the freezing weather. And I'm not like Kelly. I want snow before this freezing weather comes so that we don't have meters freezing.
A little insulation is good.
Yes.
Questions of Mike? Thank you. Mike?
Last week I worked with Merrill Brothers, and then before the holidays I made a trip to their facility and met with them about doing our sludge hauling. It's a little different than we normally do since our aluminum level's high. We have to transport it to a facility in Indianapolis. So I was working out some pricing and logistics on that and came up with some decent pricing, I think. And we were supposed to start maybe midweek this week, but that's probably not looking very favorable now. So I mean, we'll still be fine. But that is coming up. E-parts for the secondary that's broke, all those parts come in. The guys are starting to code them. They manufacture them, prime them, send them to us. We have to code them. They went and purchased all the hardware and everything they need to put all that equipment back together. And as the mayor knows, I ordered for the new ones, I ordered 2 pumps November of 2022. And we still have not received those yet. So I got with the attorney, and she helped draft a letter, and that letter was sent out to them that if we don't receive those pumps by this Friday the 12th, that order is canceled. And I will go with another company that has 2 of them sitting in a warehouse. I can have them in 2 weeks. So, in all honesty, hopefully they don't show up. It's been way too long, so I'd rather not give them money now. And that letter and information was forwarded on to that manufacturer, and I've not heard back from our rep or anything else, so I'm guessing that they had no
Intention of
intention
fulfilling that
of
order.
delivering on it, so,
That's
and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on the force main project to start off too, so. It
Questions?
should be later this month or sometime next month.
Questions of Mike? Thank you. Tom?
Our written test for our hiring process, just to kind of bring the Board of Works up to date. We had a retiree, so it left a spot open, and we're in the process of doing the hiring process. Our hiring process is to get into the police fire pension. You're supposed to do a written test, an agility test, and then move on to interviews, and then it goes, you have to get an extensive physical and mental exam and things like that. So we're in stage 1 of our hiring process. 13 applicants showed up Saturday of the 16 applications we received. We should have the results of those tests back sometime late this week, I'm hoping so. And then the 27th of this month will be the agility test.
My phone just closed up.
We're preparing for the cold next week. When we get extreme temperatures like that, people bring in space heaters, their furnaces become highly used, and we tend to have a tick up in our activity levels. So hopefully it's not as bad as they're predicting right now, and that would be good for all of us, I believe. So if anybody's listening. Also next week, it's a 2-year waiting process to get the state has an air pack confidence course that you can get, and they bring it in and you can run all your guys through it. We did get that course. We were drawn for that course, and it's coming next week of all weeks. It requires a space of 50 feet by 20 feet. Well, we could do it down at the museum and they're in the parking lot, but the problem being then our engine will be sitting out in the cold and while it carries water. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to play this all out instead of canceling, because again, we go back to the 2-year process to get it back up here. So while it's here, Columbia Township and Cherubusco will be utilizing it. We'll get it on Sunday, and I think they pick it up on Friday. So just kind of an FYI. Matt's been working with me we may have a solution to our problem that Matt came up with today, so hopefully that works. Our candy giveaway went really well on Christmas Eve at the courthouse. Gave away about 600 pounds of candy and 600 oranges, so that's always a big plus. It's been going on since, dinosaurs walked, so. And just a little kind of funny that between all of us, all of our equipment is up and functioning now correctly. Yeah. It seems like over the last year and a half, we've had nothing but troubles with something, so hopefully it continues. Yeah, that's it.
Questions of Tom? Thank you. Carmen, you want to introduce yourself and talk about what the youth council's doing?
Yeah, so my name is Carmen. I'm a senior at Eagle Tech, and I'm the president of the Sirius Youth Council. So this last meeting, we meet once a month during school with the mayor and Mr. Mullet. And we typically do a service project and then a learning activity, and it's a 3-year program, so we do state, city, and county government. This year we're on state government. So at our last meeting, we talked a bit about the different positions at the state level and kind of what they do and who they are, as we're getting ready to go to the State House in February for our meeting. And then we went to the Montessori at Mary Rayburn and did Christmas games with them before break. And then we're also currently planning a youth council forum to have youth councils throughout Northeast Indiana come and kind of network with each other.
Questions of Carmen? Brown? Thank you. No Marcia, so Rosie? Okay. I don't think I have anything either. Dan?
Just tough to fill this spot right here, but we'll figure it out.
You'll start to feel more comfortable the longer you're here.
There you go.
Thank you. Lisa? Nope. Audience?
I don't have anything.
Okay, no press, so we'll call the meeting adjourned. Thank you.